So the next, I have 3 eyeshadow pouches, and this is the first one and the main one. I'm going to show you guys the first one and the main one, and this holds kind of like my bigger palettes. So I'll show you guys what's in this one. And basically, before I show you guys the Inglot and the Urban Decay one, I have Z palettes. So I created this shadows myself. They're from, some are from MAC, Anastasia Beverly Hills, Makeup Geek. So this is just like a shimmer palette that I created, and it has gorgeous nudes, browns, golds, peaches, taupes. I don't know, you guys can see it for yourself. And the second Z palette has like the matte and nude and neutral colors, and here they are. And again, this has MAC ABH Makeup Geek eyeshadows that I created, and this has like most of my transition colors. And again, you have your nudes, your browns, your plums, your blacks, your you name it, you got it here. So these are my transition palette, and I have one more transition palette from MAC, and here it is. It has just MAC, there's only MAC eyeshadow in this one, and again it has my black, my purples, you know, my deep browns, orange, warm colors. Like, you know, you guys already know I'm all about warming up the eyes. So this is my third transition palette. And then I have this palette here that has all my, ooh, this is actually getting scattered because this fell out. This palette here has my Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows, and you guys, you already know how I feel about this foiled eyeshadows. Like, I have used the Living Daylights out of this particular shade, and you guys have seen me use it a few times on the channel. But these are my foiled eyeshadows, and they're like pressed pigments. Love is an understatement. I have my Urban Decay Electric palette because you need a bit of color in your life, and if I'm going to use color, chances are I wouldn't really transition with color as such. I tend to use them, you know, pop of color, and this is the perfect palette for me. I love this palette. This one just holds some smaller palette and my individual eyeshadows. So it holds smaller palettes and individual shadows. And I'll just go through this very quick. I have 2 Naked palettes. I have the Naked 2 palette and the Naked 3. I opted out of buying the Naked 1 palette mainly because the colors are pretty similar to the Naked 2 palette, and I was like, there's no point in, you know, spending an extra 45 euros on a palette that's so similar to, so basically you can either get the Naked 1 or 2. I have this Line Crime Venus palette that you guys have seen me use quite a few times, and I absolutely love this palette. Like, the colors are just great for transitioning, guys. They are great, and I actually have them available on my website as well. Amazing palettes. I have my go-to, you know, Burning Heart palette from Sugarpill, and this has 4 amazing bright colors that are like super duper pigmented, guys. Like, those colors are the bomb.com. So I have the Sugarpill Burning Heart palette, you know, just in case I decide to transition with color, or, you know, use red eyeshadow, which might never happen, but you never know. And oh, I have this Makeup Addiction Flaming Love palette, and like, this is just such a pretty palette to own. It has lovely browns to transition with, and then you have your gold, your teal, your purple, your light gold, your pinkish color. Like, it's a very pretty palette. I have some random Kiko eyeshadows, 209, 219. I want to go through everything, you guys. We'll be here forever. I have my Kiko Milano baked eyeshadows in number 5 and number 31, and these are just like bronzy baked eyeshadows. I have some ColourPop eyeshadows, Drift, Super Shock. I got this not too long ago, and I actually have to use them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 ColourPop eyeshadows. I have Millionaire, Drift, Mittens, Game Face, So Quiche, and Cricket. So I got like a few of their eyeshadows. Like, I scanned through a lot of different YouTube channels and a lot of makeup artists, and these are the ones that tend to reach for, like, or these were the ones that were popping up a lot. So I was like, okay, I'll just get like the key ones for my kit, because I don't want to be carrying like 25 ColourPop eyeshadows around. I know they're handy to have and they're cheap and they're great shadows, but like, I'd rather go for 6 shadows that I'll use all the time than 25 eyeshadows that I'll use from time to time, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm all about, like, it's not easy pulling a heavy Zuka around, so the less the better. every say second to third month, I always clear out my Zuka. I put in new things, I take out things I don't use all the time. So I'm always as well. That's another thing. That's one of the other reason why I didn't really want to show what's in my Zuka, because chances are in 3 months time there might be something different, or I might have taken some stuff out. I tend to, like, I call it a cleansing. I have my cleansing every second to third month, where I just take out things I'm not using as much, and I put new things that that I found out about, and so that's pretty much the story of my Zuka as far as it goes. My last but not least eyeshadow palette is the Pigment and Glitter palette. So this palette here, I said palette, pouch. This pouch here holds all my pigments and my glitters. I actually have two bags, and this bag here holds my glitters and this one holds my pigments. So I'm not going to go through each and every pigment with you guys because it take forever, but I will tell you like the key ones that I love or like to go for, or like are my favorite ones. And I have my Inglot pigments in number, actually I haven't really used the Inglot pigments as such, so but I'll tell you the shades I have: 63, 35, oh, is that all I have? 86, 125, number 50, and 124. I have some Makeup Geeks pigments as well. This is Paparazzi, this is Liquid Gold. I have some Makeup Geek pigments as well. The thing with pigments is, like, I wouldn't really like look around, see which ones you like and buy them, like, because I like this one for a different reason. I have this Vegas Lights one, which is a nice copper pigment, and then I have my Barry M Stardust. Oh, and these are oldies but goldies. So I have this green color, this peachy color, I have their silver color, I have their bronze, their gold color, I have the bronze. These were the pigments when I started up as a MUA. These were the pigments I could afford, and these were like the first pigments I got. I went into Boots and I got a whole bunch of Barry M pigments, and guys, I still use them till date. They do the job, so they are definitely worth the €5 or €6 that I paid for each. I actually only own 2 MAC pigments for my kids. Just realizing that. And that is Melon and Tan, and these are the 2 shades that I own. One is like a goldy gold and one is like a tan color actually, and it's called Tan. And then my babies, my loves, my heart, my soul, my everything, my Stila Metallic Magnificent Metal Eyes eyeshadow. These are my Stila Metallic eyeshadows, guys. €44 each, definitely worth it. They're like pressed metallic shadows, and they're just amazing. Like, they just do the job. Like, I love using them to, like, I like using eyeshadow first, like normal eyeshadow, and then I just pop this in the center or pop it in the tear duct, or I don't know, they just liven the eyes. And the shades that I have are Kitten, Comics Gold, Vintage Black Gold, Comics Copper, Metallic Dusty Rose. I actually use this quite a lot. I think that's all. That's 5. No, I have one more. And Metallic Gilded Gold. So I only have the gold. Oh no, I do have one more. I have a random one called Titanium, and it's like a bluey silver color. So these are the 7 metallic shadows that I have from Stila. And then I have my glitter bag, and this bag holds, I think I have about 20 or 25 glitters. It holds my Ben Nye glitter glue, because of course you need this to apply the glitters, and then it holds my glitters, and my favorite glitters are actually from Lime Crime and Ben Nye. So I'm just going to show you guys like 2 random ones that I love to use. So this is Lime Crime's Scorpio and Gemini. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, you guys didn't see it. That's Gemini. That's Scorpio. I have some purple ones from Ben Nye, some silver ones. Like with glitter, like there's no point in me going through the glitter bag because you can get glitter anywhere, and there's no particular glitter that I like more than the other, and like you can buy glitter anywhere. You can get it in the craft shop. So next, guess what? The glow. You just gotta glow. And I invested in 4 Gleam Radiant Dust by Melanie Mills. I think these are the 4 shades that they have available: light gold, deep gold, bronze gold, tan gold. Can't remember the names, but if you Google Gleam Radiant Dust by Melanie Mills, these 4 highlighters will probably come up. I don't know if they have new shades now, but these were the 4 shades they have. This thing is $50, $50 or $60 each, so it's a lot to invest in, but guys, you won't regret it. And then of course I have my Becca Opal and Topaz, which you guys have seen me use like how many times? Like I've literally punched a hole in the Topaz one at this stage because I use it more than the Opal. But these 2 were recommended by, was it Rennie? No, Kill Pretty. Hello, Kill Pretty. Imagine he was actually watching my video. I love him. And Rennie Vasquez. And then I have this Revolution Vivid Baked highlighter, and this is actually a really good cheap highlighter. And I have the shade Golden Light. It's my favorite of the 3 shades, so it's the only one that I kept in my Zuka. It is an amazing highlighter, definitely worth the price. I mean, it's like €6, €5, and it does the job. And if it's in my kits, chances are I love it, so I really like it. I have these 3 highlighters, or no, they're called Sparkling Dust for the face, eyes, and body by Inglot that I just picked up recently, and I've been using back to back. The problem with me, this is the thing with me guys, when I pick up something new, I abuse it. So when I pick up, like I remember when I picked up the Becca highlighter, I used it over and over and over and over and over and over again, and you guys are probably thinking, is that the only highlighter she owns? No, but the minute I find out about something new and I fall in love with it, I abuse it until I get tired of it, then I go back to my old products. So these have been like my go-to highlighters the past 2 weeks, back to back guys. When I say I haven't used anything else but these babies on my clients, I mean it. Back to back, and they are amazing. Is an understatement, guys. Amazing. They are stunning. I picked up these 3 shades. I think number 6, number 7, and number 3. So a bronze gold, a light gold, and a very like white champagne gold color. Last but not least, in my highlighter pouch, and you guys probably think I have way more highlighters than this, but I only have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I have like 10. Is my ABH glow kit. I have a love-hate. Okay, now this is the thing with this glow kit. I have a love-hate relationship with this, mainly because okay, it's an amazing glow kit. I'm like, this is the ultimate glow one, and of course it has gorgeous that complement women of color. I love this because it does give you that sparkly glow. Now this is a downside to it, because it gives you a sparkly glow, it's very flaky. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I really like when highlighter is smooth and finely milled as opposed to glittery and sparkly, and this glow kit is glittery and sparkly. So you have to be if you're very careful with the way you apply it, you will get that sparkly, out of this world glow. But if you over apply it or you don't apply it properly, it can almost look like you took specks of highlighter and literally stuck it to your cheeks. So next is my blush pouch, and this just holds all my blushes. And for this pouch, I have my MAC. I have 2 MAC palettes for blushes, and I have Amberine Rose, Sweetest Cocoa, Raisin, Copper Tone, like the colors that you find that women of color use. I have them here. So some of my favorite one is Fever, Amberine Rose, Sweetest Cocoa. Raisin is like, I actually have Raisin on its own because I couldn't find it in the insert forms. This one I'm just creating, and I don't even know what shades I have in it. I'm creating this one for like my much lighter skin clients or my Irish clients, because it's much warmer on the skin. I think I have Melba Harmony. One of these 2 shades is Melba and the other one is Harmony, which is great for contouring Irish skin, I was told when I went to MAC. I hope it is. And then I actually have to use this. Oh gosh. I have this Z palette that I actually created. These are La Femme and Ben Nye blushes that I absolutely love. I have pinks, orange, peach, you know, browns. Like I tend to use them more as eyeshadow than blush, but yeah, they're here. And then I have two MAC blushers, Peach Twist and Love Thing. I have this Becca blush that just sits here on its own. Whew. Blushed copper. Look at that baby. Just look at it. I have this ColourPop blusher in Swift. It's actually the only one I have in here. I'm sure someone recommended it, that's why I got it. Can't remember who did. I have this Sleek blush. Oh, these are the two blushers I started off with, Sahara and Flush. I'm sure you guys know about this if you're in Ireland or the UK. Like, Sleek was all we could afford. Sleek was like our MAC. So here is Sahara. Here is Flush, and I still actually use them quite a lot. So, the last two pouches I have to show are my lip pouches. So I've showed you guys 10 pouches altogether, and these are the last two, making 12. The first lipstick pouch has my lip liners, and I have some MAC, NYX, yeah, mostly MAC and NYX, and then Wet n Wild. My favorite ones from MAC is Cork and Chestnut. As you guys know, my favorite one from NYX is their brown lip liner because it is literally just a very neutral brown color. I have some other MAC one like Subculture, Stripped Down, Oak for, like, you know, my lighter skin clients or my Irish client. And then I have some plum ones. I have NYX's Dip Purple, NYX's Plum. I have MAC's Vino. I have OCC's Uchi, which is like MAC's Magenta. I have OCC's Black Dahlia, which is like MAC's Night Moth. So the lip liners that I tend to use is either browns, dark browns, or purples, you know, deep plum purpley liners. I'm not really one for lining the lips with red or colors like that. So guys, I'm not even going to go through this bag in detail because I literally went out and bought like a load of lip tars. You don't need this much lip tars. You really don't. So if I went through everything, like, you'd be spending a lot of money on unnecessary lip colors. But let me tell you my favorite ones and the nude ones that you guys would have seen me use a few times, and the ones that I can't live without. There is Covet, which is a gorgeous flesh tone nude. There is Lament, which is a gorgeous like bridal kind of color. Hush is another very, very pretty neutral pink, soft peach kind of color. And the other four ones that I like, this one is Digitalis, this one is Kava Kava, this one is Interlace, and this one I absolutely love because I actually like using this to mix the other lip tars because it gives like a light effect. And last but not least is Memento, and it's a very like pinky deep nude color, and these colors that I have mentioned are my favorite ones of all the lip tars. I do have like red and purple and dark shades, but y'all, I tend to reach for the nudes. So, oh my gosh, it's actually been a while since I opened this. No, I opened it yesterday. I have a MAC lipstick palette that I depotted. So I depotted my MAC lipsticks and I poured them in here, and this has 24, so 48 like little space, and it is definitely handy to have instead of carrying like Lord knows I made the lipsticks around. You can just cut them, you know. This took me like 2 days to do. Like, you have to cut the lipstick with a spatula and then like smash the lipstick and then like put it in here. No fun, but it's worth it once it's done. And there's videos on YouTube showing you how to depot your lipsticks, how you can depot your foundations, how you can depot, even if you wanted to depot your eyeballs, you'll find it on YouTube. These are the colors that I have. I have Myth, Sis, Viva Glam, Peach Stock, Fresh Brew, Half and Half, Velvet Teddy, Kinda Sexy, Please Me, Taupe, Twig, Verve. These are like my nude lip colors. And then for the pinks and purples, so that's the nude side I just mentioned. And then for the pinks, purples, and red, I have Snob, Saint Germain, Pink Pigeon, Flat Out Fabulous, Up the Amp, Erwin, Rebel. And then for the reds, I have Lady Danger, Relentlessly Red, All Fired Up, Ruby Woo, Russian Red, Diva, and Media. And then for my last palette, guys, I have to talk really fast because my battery is low. So in here I have my lip glosses, and I don't really use gloss that much. Like, I literally only use like 2 or 3 of those lip glosses, which is my favorite one is the Milani Bare Secret, and that's actually what I'm rocking today. And it's a gorgeous, this lip gloss is like the universal nude lip gloss, Milani Bare Secret. It goes with pink nude, brown nude, warm nude, purple nude, light nude, gold nude, you name it, it goes. Then I have my NYX tanned, natural, like as you can see they're like nudie glosses. I'm not a big fan of lip gloss, but when I do want to gloss up the lips. And then guys, I have a bunch of Milani lip glosses that I don't even use. So, and then next I have my Lime Crime liquid lipsticks, and I love liquid lipsticks. They're just last wearing. These are like the lip tars. The lip tars dry matte as well, most of them dry matte. And I have my Lime Crime liquid lipstick, and as you guys can see, I have a bag of this. Like if I went through all of this as well, you guys might think, let me go out and buy it. No, I'm gonna say some of my favorite ones because I can actually see the name, and you guys can check up the color online. So I absolutely love Salem, which is a lovely chocolate brown color. I'm gonna go through the nude. Buffy is probably my favorite nude, and then I have, after Buffy, what nude do I really like? Bleach, Riot. I think that's it really, actually. And I think I used Teddy Bear today, so I love Teddy Bear as well. And actually Saint, like I really like their nudie colors. And then of course I have like their red colors, like Pink Velvet, Red Velvet, Wicked, Beat It. Like I have reds and purples. Like what I always say with these colors is go online. And I love the website because whatever they show online is actually very true to color, so you guys will see, you know, what the colors really look like, and whatever way it looks online is actually how it looks when you get it. You know the way sometimes you go on websites and it looks pinky red online, and then you buy it and it's like bluey red, and you're like, that's not the red I saw though. Lime Crime, whoever's taking their picture is doing a great job because it's true to color. What you see online is what you get when in the post. I have this 2 ABH red lipstick in Persimmon and Bloodline, not really red, like a copper and a deep red one. Sorry guys, I'm like talking really fast. I talked about the liquid lipsticks that I really liked, the lip glosses. Oh yeah, pretty much finished the pouch before my battery just went boom on me. So guys, that is everything. Like you guys have been asking me to show what's in my artist kit, show what you use in your clients, show, and it looks like I don't want to show you guys. It's not that. I just knew it was going to be such a long video to cover because I have so much in my kit. So I was like, but then I was like, I need to do it. I promised you guys that I was going to get the video up, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to do the video and get it over and done with.